It's a lot of work. It's personally, I wasn't originally a fan of history when I took this class, but it's well worth all the work because you end up becoming a more informed citizen, which is really important in our government and society. There's pressure. I mean, out of however many years it's been in existence, we've won state almost every time. I think it's only been like 4 years we haven't won. So there's always that pressure, especially when you go in, that you think, we're not going to win this year. But we were pretty confident going in because we were so well prepared.
And what do you do as part of the team?
Well, there's 6 units in the team, and each unit has 3 or 4 members, and we all speak for about like a minute 20 on the questions that we have, and then they ask you about 6 minutes of follow-up questions, so that the judges rate you on whether everybody in your team answers and how you answer.
What's it like going to the state competition? I know there's got to be some pressure there because the school's won 13 years in a row. So.
Yes, I think yes, there are the other teams that are going to pressure us, but it's really us fighting against the tradition, and in a way that's really unfair for us because we weren't the ones that actually won 13 years in a row. But having said that, we knew that we needed to continue the tradition of excellence, so we didn't want to let down the school, Mr. Dickman, and ourselves down. So.
Is it intimidating knowing that some of these judges are, politicians and area judges and stuff?
Yeah. Yes, because we need to be careful what we say, because one wrong thing and they could be hammering us with, oh, that answer is not correct, or they're more likely to be more knowledgeable about the field, so one wrong argument could lead to down the wrong path.
How long have you been involved with advising the team, I guess, in the class?
This is my 13th year of actually teaching the class, and that I had worked a little bit with Mr. Bell. Prior to that, he had taught the class. And so he's kind of started the tradition of Findlay having a very good team.
From what I've heard, this is the 13th year the team's won though, so obviously what you're doing is working.
Yeah, well, it helps to have good kids. It's an AP government class, so they're top-notch kids, and it takes time and that, but if they weren't willing to put in the time, it wouldn't matter.
Why do you think getting involved with something like this, especially at a young age, is important?
Well, I studies the Center for Civic Education is the kind of parent organization of We the People, and they've done studies that reflect that a lot of the We the People kids, 5, 10, 15 years down the road, are more active citizens, not just in terms of voting, but in serving on juries and getting involved in their community, serving on city councils. For example, one of Mr. Bell's former students is now Representative Sprague. So, I think for some of them it lights a fire that, they want to get involved in either politics or government or making their community better.